Put a ring on it. Put a ring on it. But what are you doing to get a man to put a ring on it?
Now, we're trying to be like men.
Welcome to The Conversation. I'm your host, Terrence Terrell.
And I'm Yue Shu. Today we're talking about why are you still single? It's Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Why are you still single? Let's find out. First of all, let's introduce our guest.
On my right, we have...
Hi, I'm Brooke Behrens, intimacy consultant and your in-house passionista.
Oh, and to my left.
What's up? I'm Kevin John, your consultant on absolutely nothing, but I love to talk and I can add a very interesting opinion on anything.
Right, so it's Valentine's Day. Why are you sitting at home single? I know in the club, the Beyonce song, Single Ladies, I know that might sound good, but right now you sitting at home, single ladies.
I know, and she's got Jay-Z
She got
at home,
Jay-Z, so she's not really single. She's doing pretty good.
Singing about she's got a man.
So, Brooke, are you an independent woman? Do you consider yourself to be an independent woman?
I am, but kind of not by design. I mean, I would love to have, the house, the picket fence, the babies, all of that stuff. But, if you're out there, you've got to support yourself. You've got to make a living. So you may as well go through, and not just go through the motions, but aim for success. Okay. So, yeah, I'd love to, but there's some challenges out there.
Yeah, I was about to say, now, Brooke, why do you think it is that you are still, you're very successful, but still single?
I have got an opinion on this. So, yeah, you can have success in the business world. But you know what? I have to say, and I know that this is a little bit controversial, but... I believe that 80% of this is the women's fault.
I agree, 110%.
I 100% agree on that.
Y'all just throwing the women under the bus right away?
Yes. Feminists are not supposed right now.
No, please explain.
Well, okay, so twofold, right?
Wow.
I know. So first part is, though, it's the women's behavior that's out there. So you girls that are out there and you have some serious knees by the ears disease. So every time you inadvertently sleep with a guy on the first date, second date, whatever, don't reprimand or don't kind of correct his actions. It's making it difficult for everybody else, right? So if I want to hold out for a little bit longer, then he's just going to move on to somebody else, right?
So
whoa. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to stop you there for a second. As far as you're saying that, he has to hold out, he's going to go to someone else, I think that's an unfair generalization of all men. Not all men think with what they have in their pants. A lot of them do think with their other head. And there are men that do like ladies with class. So you hear that, ladies? Don't always open it up.
My question would be, you said, so what are you trying to say? You should say, are you saying give it up on the first date? Or
absolutely not.
Don't give it up.
I said, don't give it up. So men and women are hot-wired completely differently. Okay. So, making them wait a little bit, I'm not saying that you're doing something forced or contrived. You know what I mean? There still has to, to be passion there. But I'm saying, all of that just doing it right away is leading men to have a different expectation. So it's in terms of just the dating experience as well.
But does that really...
I think I would take it a step further because I think men are meant to be hunters and women are meant to be hunted. And for a woman to be hunted successfully by a man, we have to let him do the chase. We have to let him chase us. But I think the main problem, I mean, I've thought about this for a while. Hold on. I'm on a roll here.
You are.
I'm like, oh,
lion and lioness story here.
I think that we've confused the roles of men and women in the society. I think we as women strip the role of men in society. Think about it. Back in the day, we needed men for food, for shelter, and we knew his role. Now we're trying to be like men. We're trying to take over that role of being the provider, but also being the mom and everything else.
Hold on, Sarah's about to erupt over here.
It's confusing.
To it.
As a man, the thing that attracts me to any woman is the independentness. Like my mom was an independent woman. She taught me how to throw a football. She taught me how to run track. Wow. She was the independent woman on top of everything.
Are you in a successful relationship right now?
I'm not in a successful relationship. That's because I believe in you have to work first, and then later on, when it's meant to be in a relationship, it will come along.
I have to totally piggyback on top of Terrence for that one. Totally co-sign with him because no man is going to be attracted to a woman that ain't about nothing, that ain't doing nothing, that's just sitting back saying, put a ring on it.
Put a ring on it.
But what are you doing to get a man to put a ring on it? You have to attract a man, and what attracts a man is independent
power.
Yes.
Power. We want power. The reason, why do you think heels are so sexy? When you put on heels, that makes you powerful.
That makes me a woman.
That makes you powerful.
And it doesn't help if you got a little bump back there. Pumps in a bump gets it every time.
Two women.
What?
From what?
No.
Spoiled from women.
Absolutely.
No.
That's the
Spoiled.
part of the problem we're talking
No.
about.
No,
You
no, no,
have had women spoil you rotten.
Yes.
I've never had a woman spoil me.
I would want, but that's just even with people around me in general. I want to be surrounded by powerful people that want to go out and do things.
Or do you want to marry that? Do you want to?
Yes, I want to know if I die tomorrow with my wife that she can take care of the kids, take care of the house, take care of
That's
everything.
too much,
Everything
though.
goes good.
Okay, so you want her to get dressed up, right? You
Yes.
want her to look good,
Yes.
go to the gym, work out, work all day, move up the ladder and be successful.
Yes.
Come home, put on the lingerie.
Yes,
Basically
it's possible.
Superwoman.
It's
Be
possible.
Superwoman.
Because on my end, I'm going to do the
And
same
you're
thing.
killing women.
I'm going to do the same
Absolutely.
thing.
And let me say this. Let me say
And
this.
what are you bringing to the table for all
I'm
that?
going to do the same
We're the
thing. I'm going to have my
provider. You bringing the
career.
money?
It's a partnership.
bringing
It's
the
a
money.
Yeah, I know
partnership.
she's bringing the money.
It's a partnership.
Let's
No,
define. Let's
listen,
define.
let's
the
define this.
relationship.
Let's define this.
I want to hear
I
this.
was talking initially, and as far as meeting a woman, what attracts you to a woman before you get
Independence.
married to them is independence. That's a
Independence.
woman that has her own, that has a job, that has a car, that pays the bills.
And that makes
all
you
right?
work harder
And gets
because
no
you're
help.
at the end of the day, you know that she don't
Now-
need you.
And you know, we talked
Here's
about this
the
early.
thing.
In transition, when a woman is single, she can be an independent woman.
Absolutely.
That's her transitional
Absolutely.
process.
And-
but once she's with you, she doesn't need to assume all those roles.
And I understand that. I understand once we get together and we become in a partnership.
It's a
together,
partnership.
Yeah, she does not
It's a
have to
partnership.
go out and work 10 hours a day in the office and slave away. Yes, obviously, I would want her to be there to raise the children and things like that. But that doesn't mean that her tenacity or ambition has to stop.
Okay.
That means it can still be going on. She
And
can
that
still
should be her
pursuing
choice.
things and
At the
still-
same time, at the end of the day, it
Absolutely.
should be their choice
you guys,
to
let's
back that up.
come back to
Yeah,
this
yeah.
topic of why are you still single?
Why
at
are you
home?
still
Let's go
single?
down the line. Why do you think people are single at home watching this right now?
You know, I think
Single
a lot of
women.
Single
Single
women,
women.
or single
Or
men,
single men.
or single men.
Single
It goes
men,
both ways. I think nowadays, first of all, I think in this day and age, it is very difficult to date in this culture. There's just a lot of things going on. A lot of you just have a lot more factors that you didn't have decades ago. So I think that there's a lot of elements that go into it. Also, I believe that you know a lot of people really don't know what they're looking for nowadays. I think that sometimes people go online trying to date, they go here trying to date because they don't really have a clue what it is.
Okay,
and
what
I
about
think that
that?
distracts.
Okay.
Is
Okay,
because they
Brooke.
confuse-
Let's go to Brooke. Let's go to
Yeah, go
Brooke.
ahead, Brooke.
But I think that's exactly the point, is that the roles are confused now. And men don't have stereotypical roles of being the provider, and a woman has to be everything.
Whoa.
Okay,
no,
you guys.
no.
Okay.
All right, Terrence.
So I just think everybody should have a choice. At the end of the day, it's a partnership. You should never think it should be 50-50. Everybody should be equal in
get
stepping in.
what you're saying.
And
What about you?
I think you're single at home because we need to let men be men and let women be women, and we're
Amen.
forgetting how to do that, defining those roles. But you know what? We're gonna wrap this up.
Right.
Next
Right.
week, we've got an episode on cheating and.
The rise of the side chick.
You don't want to miss it.
All right, well, once again, thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Terrence Sorrell.
And I'm UHU.
All right, y'all. See you next time on The Conversation. Holla!
Peace. Yeah.